Panchem. Tout le monde, le zouk, le zouk, French, c'est un fan wom, et le zouk, et le zouk, et le zouk. Alors, mon même fan, je na we die, ohina banti, yentumi. Ohina ba, ohina kasiaba, yentumi, sebio, notre leçon est coton et la pantalon. Yentumi tu yansuro, ni en face à washim. Et la king et la ravo, et les coutons, et les intestins et les ponzo et revoir et panta écoutons yentumi yie yemu stradie yentumi yie yemu stradie fa sa wanshim inti anono memo hene na tiasie king you have arrived. We need to be very very careful. We need to tell you the dangerous people in Ghana. King Swatini, king, you are here. We need to let you know what is happening in Ghana, the criminals in Ghana. So, as you're watching CNN, this guy, his name is never in your life, king, with all due respect, bonjour, bonsoir, never allow this criminal. So, you are watching CNN in Ghana. This guy is a hardened criminal. His name is Williams Anef Sapon. If he tries to enter your country, kill him. He's a very dangerous human being. Do not allow the people of Eswatini to allow such a criminal to enter that country. Do not lock him up. Let him die in jail. He is a criminal. He's a wanted man in Ghana. Anywhere you see this man's picture, make sure your security is tight. He's a hardened criminal. He's a very dangerous man. His name is Williams Anefi Sapo. Let me introduce his father to you. His father too is another criminal. A hardened criminal. That's his father. They work together, and be very careful when your people are using their credit cards in Ghana, buying stuff from the mall or anything. These are the guys who are always, on standby, waiting to take people's PIN numbers and all that. His name is William Anefi Sapon. His dad is also involved in this criminality. They are internet fraudsters. That is the boy and his dad. So please, King, I am warning, with all due respect, I'm sending this caution to you. Be very careful. Anywhere you see this guy and his dad, whether their picture or whatever, walk away, tell your security to beef out the security. Be very careful. Because this boy, his mother too is another hardened criminal. My king, your highness. This boy, that's the mom. The mom too is a criminal. This is Eswatini News. Akwamiti News. Eswatini News. So the Eswatini News, I'm telling the king, please, Mr. King, that's his mom. The mother too is a criminal. Inansini kunjani baba. Make South Africa kasa nyina afi bempesa meka. Inti ni nyina nie. Oh sorry. Manokokotya, my mouth is looking strong. King, when I said manokokotya, it wasn't an insult. I was trying to tell you that my mouth, it is looking long and it will hit a wall. Wanokokotya. So King, with all due respect, this guy, that's the mom. The mom too is a hardened criminal. These are internet fraudsters. They are Ghanaians, and they don't operate only in Ghana. This guy almost destroyed the government of John Dramani Mahama. He's a hardened criminal, a thief, and you should not. So if you have a consulate or an embassy in Ghana, make sure that this boy called Williams Anefi Sapon never goes close to any of your consulates or your embassies. Do not allow this guy to have access to your country. He's a criminal. He's a fraudster. In fact, he has some clinics in Ghana. He has a clinic in Ghana. What he does is, in fact, they have murdered 3 people in that clinic. It's called the Spintex Medical Center. It is not a clinic. Your Highness, it is Chikimam Hombra. I don't know how to. Happy ending, Your Highness. That's what they do there. And when I convert the money they take into your currency, I think they take something around 10 Ghana. And in your currency, it is 2 cow urine. 2 cups of cow urine. And I'm telling you, do not allow this criminal close to your country. He is a criminal. In fact, Your Highness, he has a friend. His name is Nana Keke, Nana Kotiketwa. Or you can call him Nana Keke, a.k.a. Bova Tupac, Nana Tupac. He is another criminal. Nana, Your Highness, that bush-faced raccoon. His name is also Bushface Raccoon. They call him Nana Koteketwa or Nana Keke. And I say Nana Tupac, Nana Shakur. He is his partner. Let me show you his face. That is his friend, this guy.
Continue me must go wulu. Echiro, a Methodist diner chiro. Ni aseria because asem no eka and no kure. Eti dia wo ye you should know say I know it better. Bini apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bi jandam. Asem no nya no kure akama nya no kure.
So you see, they all have the raccoon face. They leave their beard like mountain men, very dirty and stinking. Their dicks are like 6 inches, very, very short, but they are poisonous. These are animals, the group, they're in the category of demons. They're in category of vipers. They are in category of cobras. These are dangerous animals. They are not even humans. They just wear clothes. They just walk around on 2 legs, but they are potently, dangerously demonic. So, King, with all due respect, I've shown you 2 animals that live in Ghana that are dangerous and poisonous. Be very careful. Do not entertain or engage these criminals. Thank you very much, King, Your Highness. Thank you. Now, Adiano Debian meka me say Oya hu hwia enyi me no say Debian ni pe bi kan asem so o Kevin Taylor na de na Kevin Dabi ade no say me busuafo aka kire me ade na nkasa wo hwa ade a untumi nya ho hwe into the also sense also bompa na wo de boa me because oka say over time dey a ebe hawo anything na eye abayifo kora nim an iti ade na kodu ne de moya ho hwe enyi de ebe kan ne because ye ne abayifo
Tandia. My dear Drew. Satan name me so minim no. Type mate be wo ho a.
Odi eduro chen.
Odi eduro chen.
Why share bi?
De bia organa ha me nhia. Me nim I don't know. Sanse
But one ka say why share bi?
Man share bi me to me ho to say adwuma no maye ama Satan. Brama bro me wi asesenka. Me hu Kristo ntamo anka me wo japade kese pa. Me kwakọ bra yi adwuma me de nyina ba kwakọ Kodi edru. Se na be ya metimi akọ ho aba. Nka metimi de atodan kwa America. But me de na di edru. Edru na wadi nso no hu nipa na onam a wadi edru ne ne nan ase ne ne honam a otimi se no man ko ye. Ma di edru. Satan. Ma di edru. Satan ni me so minim no. Type mate bi wo ho a
Odi eduro chen. Why share bi?
De bia organa ha me nhia. Me nim I don't know. Sanse
But one ka say why share bi?
Man share bi me to me ho to say adwuma no maye ama Satan.
According to the way you also obey adwuma na che Satan. Share. Above all right, let's take care of business. Thank you very much for being here tonight. It's a political show. The reason why it's about for picture we didn't say they don't know what to expect as an because we know what we are doing. And then you bring you better ama eye enkwasiafo de nke beto ama kako. Ya de enkwasiafo bebre ba beka ho. Ni ama mwana doson kako beba momone beba eye de ko bi beba chese ye beto ma nkwasiafo de Ghana pa se yakosala ese ekoto aba ma nkwasiafo ye beto ma kako ada ho abon ache ene ye beto ma no na ya sori se ekoto aba ma hwan se ye nyina be sori anopa se abo 6 ye ekoto aba abo 6 ye ekoto aba ye ekoto ma hwan we mo anke beto makako 6 inches na meka na kokotia mefrɛ ho na meka eye 0.2 inches ena mkoka 6 inches bova kotekete anka ukotia 6 inches anka ona na grow abo funu ukoti 0.2 inches kotekete wa bova to pack 6 inches na kokotia mabo me hudua bova kotekete wa ukoti tintin 0.2 inches osi 6 inches obo dam Ujimi bia ozip ne hwe enti ye beto aba ma we mu de anke beto aba ma eye kako. Tilapia is winning. Tilapia first and Agama second and a touchline so eye third. Ye beto aba ma eye touchline ene Agama de and de anke beto ma kako ene tilapia. Yes ye koto aba ye koye campaign. Yakoto aba yakoye campaign hwe ya nto aba bia biem jesi an ye beto makako enti wa wo ye campaign wo ha wo ho kako tilapia won faso eso won faso chance ankofo wi eno anu no menka bibia biem ye twen mo. Now yesterday we spoke about teachers. Training teachers are almost strike, and it was all about a car na aban ediomo. Today, this morning, the government met. I'm talking about the education ministry and Ghana Education Service. They met these teachers halfway. They have come to a conclusion. Omo din komo eman komo no akwesima imrante ne maba wa omo tu omo husi oso ye kire ede etia aban no ende omobo atom yem ema sebio asama aban ne kan ye no omo so tena ho no omo hu se aban asama wo ka no sebio efa kwan mu enti strike na omo se omo aye no strike no ende omo de abawie ye na wo kan caption na budgetary allocations have been made to settle your unpaid salaries. And Ghana Education Service for any imrante and baba wa. So by Juma, Naneku for the neck by Umiam, F4 Juma, Ebesin there, a buying into Omokano, NDC a buying into Sa Ekamono, and they are buying any Matanasi. In fact, a buying crack kind budget no, na uch a buying church muno, na say yet the almost can share budget in him. Na the Kosi and say, a MPP are buying FA Omwe Jumano. Omo do ni bo ha ya ma omo ID card kra sebio ye betumi gina so aka se sebio ya fa wadwuma ye betumi tua oka because on say ye fa wo teacher dwuma o se ma wo ID ye ma wo idea na kire se wo system ni mu a accountant general e betumi tua oka. Now the Ekufuado aban no omo ye oni ba omiam ye ne se omo fa nipa bebre because no nim say election e ba no mo de dada nkwara no na omo nim say omo ntumi tua omo ka. In fact, I am not here to even talk about Ekufuado neighbor Umiani Kennedy Japan Mujimi in the past because we have to solve the problem that they have caused. And that's the main reason why here Mekache Ghana for say MPP about NDC by way Omunyansa they solve their problems. Eti de Ekufuado mo de omo ye nyina ne say omo sesa nkwara we free school no and omo se afam adwuma omo a omo ntwa sika nto omo so a omo mudodo no omo amom card a sebio ye begia atum say omo ye achechirefo a wo se tu omo ka. Inti na omo kira de nyina no na omo mudodo no card a wo se de momo a ahyensode a ekire se accountant general e wo se otu omo ka no omo ni bi efri se Ekufuado ba omiamo adwene ne do butim se na etumi keke na omo pe inti omo so a teacher for no kogu mu abra omo amom akonya omo betumi de enya den aketua ana salary. Iti aban we ba ye no na aban no accountability calculations keka nyoma siesie ni wo Ghana Education Service no behu se da bi enkwara bia Ekufuado ene ba omiam efa omo adwuma ene Kennedy Japan mo ene brand champion mo aban efa omo adwuma no sankura no emudodo no omo amfa omo din anhye enkrata sebio yetu omo ka omo so beka aketua. Inti abani hu said abi e was say or this ankora we din no ehye krata mu e was say omo accountant general no ema omo den ema omo ahyensode ema omo ID se ne be sa ID no e na be kire se e was etu oboka. Inti finance minister ato force in kind budget no even though no na omo mudodo no yema omo ahyensode anakrata e kire se e was etu oboka no ye de omo sika no e ka de budget no ho. Now the Ghana Education Service nyina ne say sikane de wo nanso e wo se omu se nipa we na sebio e wo se e ma omu de ahyensode ana ID e ma etu omuka e wo mu se oma ye adwuma mom ama eye Ghana aban no na sebio enye se wo sorry ana watam sikane de ama obi e wo se omu ko eye bibia frɛ no eye process m e wo se ehu se ampara ye fa wadwuma ampara na wo ko school ampara na won krata nyina sisi nani ansa na yatam sikane hye wunsem nti aban se enye niamon ana se enye deliberate se omu adwuma omu ye ne ntu omuka na aban se musika ne de budget re krai kan ewom na emom eye nyoma e wo se yetoto ema sebio munya inginaso sebio mobeye eye aban adwumafo a wo se yetua moka efa accountant general nsem no e wo se sa nyoma no yetoto sa nyoma ne mane sisi ne naso ansa na yetua ka every say aban sika de untimi ntam na wonfa ntua ka because nipa na obetua no debi yebusa ne se sika na wotua ma hwan ne a untimi nka se metua ma nipa bi na omuni ID card. Inti abani se sa nyoma ni nyina no omunya abotre na omontoto na esie ni wia na ede omu sika ede aban de omka na ede amomo emrante ne maba wa sebio omukọ ho a na omubu efu a na ebi mu eto ayampia edi atam akomahyew ebi kikansam no omutena ho ka se ampa aban ni nimnyansa sebio abane to match nsemu ama mate ase ama sebio wentwi ene atenie ene ebufuhye om de ko ene nyina no ende ama ba fom ama mu nyina se ene yebekɔ fie aban nya abotre na onhyehyɛ nyoma na ye nyina ye hu se ye din abem ye din abankrata mu ya man ahyensode anase idea ye betumi de ayekɔ yeden ede akɔgye aketua nti aban anka se onde omoka. And that is the good thing about this government. The government did not come. Ghana Education Service, through the Ministry of Education, they did not meet these men and say, or women and say, yo, yan demoka, yan ubebi obi na demoka munkoje. No, abani se ampa. Abani na ba yan MPP abani no, omo fa omo ba omo twa motro. Nyoma bia na nka oso omo ye, ema mu din ebeto accountant general naso ayetu amaka no sa abani na nye. Intende mmawa ne mbrantia ne mmawa na etena asena Ghana Education Service echirechire mu no omati omo ase until we all have to be happy say maka me say yechire ehia pa demonstrations they are very important. It checks the government. Sometimes abandon to because sleep na ebia ne refi no ho demonstrations and showing your grievances no ema abandon answer anybody no ho so na we hu say da bi o me share bobi ananyo bi o say me ye nti me I always support demonstrations and I'm talking about peaceful demonstrations waje krata every police war ana waje eye krata e kire say ubetumi aye. We can have 1,000 demonstrations in a month. As much as that demonstration, no, sebio peaceful. I have no problem with anybody going out there to demonstrate. In Tandra, no, Mekacha Ghana for say, I support the demonstration 100%. My team is talking to me. 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right. We cannot forget, if the king is watching me, the Swatini king, this is what happened in 2020. Yes, when the MPP were in power, the last administration, they killed Ghanaians during elections. I will explain this to you, King. I know you're confused. What is this guy showing? People murdering people, militiamen. Yes, it happened under the MPP. That's why Ghanaians voted against them. They are a group of criminals. They kill, they laugh about it. So, King, what I just showed was to let you know that we had the party that was in power, a government that murdered Ghanaians. It murdered its own people, and that is the NPP government. Remember, it's the NPP government. They did this. I'll talk to you again about it. Don't worry. I'll refresh your mind again. Now, Asmana Meka na is got to do with a year Imranti and Mbaba omoko a year demonstration because na yentia omoka. Nti for now no, the ayam dewa di we munyana say Abine did not come out. Abane did not come out to say yendi obiaka. In fact, we MPP for the government of the day did not do that. The government actually listened to these people, and they know you say abine pa abano nyansa womuno. What they did and they say demonstration and almost I have never been against demonstrations. What I am against is demonstrations are any so. Say Jimmy be sorry na okasakasa say oye demonstration na eningina so na sebio nyoma na o kan nyanse mu I will not support it, but I will always support demonstration and nyanse. And what the guys, the ladies and the gentlemen did yesterday, it was just asking for what basically belongs to them. Oma Yejuma, we need to pay them, and the government has come out to explain to them Ghana Education Service amo matiasie. This is what caused the problem. In fact, budget no na ewum, and the people na no make demonstration. Omujitum sa ampa. na e budget nim nti sia no mo nyina no akofia omo twen ama aban atoto eye de omo sikasam e de omo din ahyem na ye de omo IDs ama omo na ya from na etua obia sika ato na account nim pepepe sa na chechire man. So I really also want to say we thank you, the young men and women who were out there, the understanding matiasia Moses Sebio Sisiano ye nyina yanko enim ne embu man no. There's one thing the NPP government or people who support the NPP they want to happen. The omo pese sin ne say omo pese de bia no omo pese nka de bia demonstration wa town omo pese nka de bia no nanka petrol anka Iran ne US any Israel tokwa no anka mama ni sida NPP for what they wish for sanka wiase no and the Ghana nka embo. And you see, it's so funny when you go on social media, especially on Facebook. Now we share NPP for no, it's just 6 months, and they try to make a meal out of everything. Hey, yes, go for demonstration. This is the time as a political party you should be reflecting on how to convince that man na sebio na ni sika aseno. Sa branche no jina bonteneka sa wo fa de djuma. When to Yanaka, demonstration and rano, they are not angry with the government of the day. They are angry with the people who actually employed them and lied to them and did not put them in the system. It is why you say, teacher for Ramujina Bontenra, de no, say NDC no mubu fua, sanka NDC no mubu fu NDC ya, and combat nefi, I can say, ye Kenya to ATMP NDC. But omunim say MPP for mo Jimmy. Mo fa omo adwuma no mo da omo it is how your MPP na wa adwene say oh we mo demonstration be reba uhu no. It is also a vote of confidence in the government that aban we be ya pedi amaye. It's every time you MPP so who demonstration in now you need to be worried because under your leadership no the people demonstrated and they didn't get any results. In the Sunday, and they are doing demonstrations, and the government is speaking to them, and they are listening, and they are going back home. You, the MPP, you should be worried. In the Sunday, next of work demonstration. Now, at the point, Oma will say, no, demonstration way, baby, I do know. We have made a statement, the government, in the HCA, we believe in this government. That is why you don't see the net striking again. Sunday, who say, in conformity demonstration, it's a vote of confidence in the government, because they know this is a listening government. In China, sometimes some say, oh, demonstration because so the MPP for demonstrations be rebel because no. It shows to say time and more power no. You were not even allowing them to express themselves. You were not allowing government workers. You were not allowing people who were going under that pay now. They did not even get the room to come out and tell Ghanaians that this is what we are going through. In China, you are seeing lots and lots of demonstrations. And all that they are asking for is abai time na abai ba kuno so no or can we wanye time na abai ba kuno so no or say boy we wanye time na abai ba kuno so no or can so mexico we wanye but we are abai a wutie inti yamaye. So it is it shows the Ghanaian civil servant. It shows say police soldier nipa na oye teacher nipa na oye nurse nipa na oye jumama abai and our confidence wa abai we say abai we die. That's why you are seeing lots and lots of demonstrations. Under MPP, Obia create demonstration and no slow. Under MPP, now a man from post say, I'm about press conference. I catch up and say, Nyoma enkoye. They know this government is very tolerant. They know the president will listen. They know say John Mahama will never watch TV and see young people on the street and go and smoke weed and sleep to say Kufuadu. No. They know John Mahama will sit and ask questions. You know John Mahama will ask the sector minister, why are these people on the street? They know the president, Otigana, so he is a listening government and a listening president. Until when I see the demonstrations, I tell myself, say, Ghanaians are now beginning to understand, say, the NDC is the only political party they can trust, have some belief in, and express their views. Na nkenya John Mahama ni NDC abaya anka kwasi apeji se Manase Azuri nkenya nkonya adon kasa kasa opewei yenyi we firi yen cancel contract we kwasi ano komu kuno Manase Azuri in some watch on in no and the time and the MPP it is not to mean because they were going to kill him. Intended it to show you say the government of the day, the president is a listening president. Kakwasi ate se Azuri nkenya going to for pen and church on kwasi on social media. Today he's so bold. He works in Ghana freely. On Srobia, or no credit to find what's the NDC for them. NDC for bought his life back for him. And yet NDC as a political party, and Manase Azuri and Kanayere, and Konene man come here, and come here homeless, and come here husbandless. But for John Mahama NDC, Kwasi Ampegi say manager azu yo onye adwuma no. And otumi kwa about to say listen to my views. You see, when you see these things, especially when there's a change in government, now say abai sesa. Now quickly, within 1 year, lots and lots of demonstrations are. It is not against the government of the day. It is to tell the government of the day, say, abana no musonomo Jimmy. Sanko for your strike we, Andra, teacher for me strike we. MPP abreso, no musrompo so me babontene. They were even scared. Omu come restaurant katakatonim. I can play you videos under MPP. Sa teacher for we, no more demonstration katakatonim, no musro. Today they are bold. They are even calling the media, come, because they know this government is tolerant. It is going to listen to them. It is going to at least give them a hearing. Now, that is the confidence a government puts in its people. Government, it must have a problem, but the willingness to listen and the willingness to let the people know that you can find a solution to their problems. And because nurse for any teacher for a demonstration, they also have personal problems at home. They are also expecting people at home to also understand them. In terms of kofia, to listen for them to feel say, so they also expect that from this government. Intended also demonstration, they are bold. They are even the ones coming in front to talk to the cameras. And the MPP, demonstration because Ekufu Adubeka Yembo Tuonkun, MPP for be do atem, Kasa we end this ni, and one demonstrations upon demonstrations. These kids are happy to be out there. That is what we call a tolerant government, a government that listens. Into Makache Ghana for say Opesa we demonstrate here, me equamity, I support it. You should have a good reason. If it's an agency, government agency, you should make sure say with demands are reasonable demands. Say, na nyomebi na mope and the MPP na monsanka, you have the right to meet your leadership and demonstrate peacefully and ask the government for help and then put your grievances, your demands before the government. Let the government know, say, you trust the government in the way into government in me too halfway. Now, when you dialogue, that at the end of the day, peacefully, then the government starts to work on it. So when we say so many people are demonstrating now, they want their issues to be dealt with quickly because when we say aban with the otie, aban with the or listen aban, it will be episode na some obeto aban any muntem. Say John Mahama and this day. What do I say? That is why you see the influx of idea. What we are seeing is demonstrations. It made me who demonstration doesn't worry me. In fact, the demonstration I'm seeing, it's giving me hope that Ghanaians now believe in the NDC more than the MPP. And to me, Debbie Amaka may say the NDC will hit a block at a point, but it does not mean the NDC is bad. It is far, far better than MPP in Kwasi Afua. So we are a government agency. Bobesa Mokwabonte, Ebia and the Kufuado Baumia, Kennedy Japan, Brady Champomo for 8 years. Mokansa mupewe, and the NHIA4, they are on strike, and Ameboa. And the MPP, they did not listen to them. And this by today, they are on strike, and I support the strike. They should sit with the government. From my checks, Sa allowance is about 1.3 million Ghana cedis. I expect the finance minister to sit with them. What I know is the finance minister needs to meet them. I think Sa allowance is about 1.3 million Ghana. And I think the government is capable of paying that money. And I think say now everybody wants to talk to their daddy. They want to speak to Zadzi. That Zadzi NDC, Zadzi John Mahama. We know you will do it. Anytime you see the influx of demonstrations, it is not against the government. It is to tell you Ghana for say na Tinkwasumu and the MPP. Omwe Jimmy, Omwe. Now take your time and analyze all the demonstrations happening today. You will see, say, the problems were caused about 2 years ago. You will see, say, the people who are demonstrating today, they will tell you, we have done it for a long time. The NPP did not listen to us. But today we believe that the government will listen to us. Every demonstration that goes on, NIA for demonstration way, go and ask. It started from Ekufuado's time. They neglected them. It does not mean say and the NDC Ababa they have to neglect them. They need to deal with them in a positive way by listening to them. So that's the NDC Aba, that's the Mahama Aba, Zazi is here. And everybody knows that when Zazi comes, everything flows. So everybody's going to Zazi. So the demonstrations should not worry you. I get happy when I see demonstrations. Peaceful ones. Demonstrations are buying who say yes. And Ghana for Omoni Daeso. And I know